Afternoon, it's the Gardening Adventure. It's Monday the 6th of February. I've had to restart this video again because there's a new plot holder that's come on and I think she's going to keep walking past. I did come down here because I wanted to be on my own and there's nobody normally down here on a Monday afternoon or Monday daytime. Just goes to show good plan never goes to plan. Oh, excuse me for the shaky camera. Yes, I do everything on a budget. I am filming on my phone. We are a lighter budget family. But I thought I'd do this video, kind of introduce myself, explain why I do this. Because there might be a couple of important subjects that I may bring up. Maybe this will be a good point to show that maybe anybody can give it a go if they wanted to. Maybe not. This has been difficult at times, especially during the course of the pandemic. When I say we are a low budget family, we are a low budget family, but it can be done. So if you are thinking about it and you want to give it a go, some allotments out there do what they call apprenticeship plots, I think, or small plots. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there for inspiration, so check them out. Some plots have a long waiting list. If you've got space in your back garden, have a go in your back garden, start off small, start practice. If you fail first time, try again. Because that's how I started off, in my back garden, in my front garden, a couple of polytunnels in the back garden, and it was working, and I thought, what? Let's go for a allotment plot. And as luck would have it, I got one pretty quick just before the pandemic. And we got this beautiful plot. It's took a lot of work to get here. I did hit a bad patch and that wanted me off. But a few of the plot holders on here banded together, helped me through it. I hit a bad patch when we were self-isolating, and I was also on medication that was making me feel pretty awful, which will probably lead on to the next bit. So we're a family of 5. I have 4 children. Well, they're not children, they're young adults, age range from 17 to 26. 4 of us have a hidden disability. That's includes myself. I'm quite open about mine. I suffer with epilepsy. I don't care who knows. Yeah, I am very open about it. I think it's a subject that should be talked about quite often, and I think something that is talked about is more accepted. I'm always fighting for social inclusion and acceptance, because it is something that's not accepted, and it is something that's not often included as much as what it should be. I don't care who you are, what culture you're from, what ethnicity you're from, what hidden disability or physical disability you have. We all have a right to be accepted, and I don't think that we are. Sometimes I don't think that we are. There might be plenty of people out there that disagree with me. But there are times when, groups say we believe in inclusion for all, but yet many young adults that struggle with barriers and have to wear a label and say, oh, I suffer with this, struggle to be accepted by society as a whole, and as a parent with children with hidden disabilities, it gets tiresome fighting for them when we shouldn't have to fight for them. They should be accepted. They should be accepted by the colleges, they should be accepted by the schools, there should be advocates that fight for them, and we shouldn't have to constantly fight for them. So yeah, it's a subject I strongly believe in. Anyway, so yeah, let's move on. Why do I do this? Gardening I take very, very seriously. Absolutely take very, very seriously. As a parent of autistic children, they can have what is called, I'm just going to get my seeds because I'm going to sort through my seeds, what is called the grey food syndrome, which they can stick to one food type or a food type that looks a similar colour. Now I found that if you get them involved with purchasing, maybe even growing and cooking the food, they may explore and come out aside of that grey food syndrome. Which is about the two of mine. I will eat things like, one of them will try and stick to mashed potato, but they will occasionally explore with things like pumpkin soup and aubergines, and we do struggle with fruit, even though I grow a lot of it in the front garden. But one of them will make jams, so we're going to start with making relishes next year, hopefully, and pickles, hopefully. Look at different ways we can store foods that way and get them exploring foods that way. So yeah, that's why I take it soon, and it's a really, really good way of being able to get your hands on fresh, organic, beautiful tasting food without, hopefully, breaking your budget. Hopefully. Note I said hopefully. But then it goes on to, why do I film it? Well, with having epilepsy, memory sometimes could be a bit of a pain in the... won't say the words. Sometimes I struggle to remember things. Sometimes I don't. I have my good days and I have my bad days. It's not entirely known whether that's down to medication, whether that's actually down to the condition. Oh yes, you noticed I've got a lot of seeds. I have an issue with buying seeds. Oh, I've got some more in the shed, just realised. I'm a bit of a seedaholic, I think. Do they have such things as Seedaholics Anonymous? Oh, well, yes, I am terrible. I need to tidy this shit up. Anyway, well, what was I talking about? Yes, so the growing part I absolutely take serious, but the videoing part, it's a good way for me to reference, and it's, oh sorry, it's my February growing seeds, well, sowing seeds. Of the changes that I've made, the progress that I've made, it's kind of building up to a hobby, because there's no way I know that I'm going to be as good as some of the videos, most of the videos actually, that I watch out there, because there's some fantastic videos out there, like Erica's Welsh Gardens, Hugh Richards, Charles Downing, Blythe Farm. Oh gosh, there's absolutely loads. I'm going to take part in the one seed potato challenge as well. That sounds absolutely fun. I can't wait for that one. So I'm going to take part in that one. I can't remember who's doing it now. But there's just so many videos that I watch. Are great fun as well. Oh, he's got amazing energy. Beautiful plot as well. I just love his energy. So yeah, I mean, there's so many I watch. And I don't think I even have time for watching TV because I just get inspiration from other people. But yeah, and yes, I know I've got series going, it's too early, but that'll go on to another subject because I like to experiment as well. But yeah, and this is why I pause sometimes, because memory can be rubbish. It's winter time, winter blues, and sorry if this is a bit personal for some people, but this is me. This is who I am, even though you can't see my face, and I'm a seedaholic. So I thought I'd go through my seeds today because I've given up trying to put the glass in the greenhouse. I had a go at one piece yesterday, looked at all the different sizes, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have no idea whatsoever what I am doing. Just no idea. It's the first time I put up a greenhouse. When I came to putting the roof bars in, I had to sit down for 5 minutes, look at the roof bars. I thought, how on earth are these going in? Anyway, after 5 minutes I figured it out just by looking at it. Got my chicken poop in there. I poop pick daily, so that's going to go in there. Need to dig the soil over for them later, so I can do some worm hunting because it's getting a bit muddy. But yeah, this I do take seriously because I've had so many maintenance jobs to do. This has been a bit neglected, so I need to crack on with the maintenance jobs, get them finished, get this sorted. And it's just go. I haven't even tended to my polytunnels in the back garden, so there's lots to do in the winter. Sometimes I do wish there wasn't. Oh, but yeah, there is lots. So yeah, that's me. This is why I do it. I do everything on a low budget. I'm trying everything in a different style. The no dig rows. I'm doing the rows like this because I've got a displaced disc waiting for an operation, so I'm hoping this way will be easier for weeding. So I'm hoping next year, as I save up more, start getting the resources in, I could do raised beds, which maybe hopefully that will make it easier for weeding as well. Over the pass, I know it might seem like a lot of wasted space for some people. Maybe some bean arches as well. I'm going to experiment with the Three Sisters method here. I like to experiment. This is why I call myself the gardening adventurer, because I like to experiment and like to see what works for me. Because even though I've been growing in my back garden and front garden on and off for a few years, allotment life is a lot different, and I've only been here for a couple of years. So I like to say that we learn as we grow. So trying different styles, different methods, and seeing what works for us, that's all part of learning. So yeah, everything's on here low budget. The wood chip has been dropped off free by a tree surgeon to the allotment, so that was free. This I think is probably my biggest investment because I'll last a long time. the logs I got for free. All these rubble I didn't know what to do with. It was just hidden all over the pots, so I thought, well, why not make a border out of it, see if I can make it look pretty in time to come. And this will be my perennial vegetable area. The pallets were free to make a fence. I don't think I'll be replacing them. It'll be up to the neighbour if they want to replace them. If they think it gives off too much shade on their plot, then they don't have to replace it. But for now, it's just wait and see. Let's see how it goes. The logs up there for the flower bed. That's all free as well. We'll see how that works, but the back logs, that might need raising. I don't think I've done a very good job on there, but I'm hoping come summertime it'll all look pretty. And it's a space that I'll enjoy. But last year, yes, Dad wanted me off. We had to isolate. I wasn't very well either, due to medication. It got a bit overgrown, not badly overgrown, a little bit overgrown. And about 8 of them all clubbed together and said they wanted me off and gave me 28 days notice. And then some people on here said, no, absolutely not, we'll get together and we'll help you out, get on top of it. And that gave me motivation to make some changes. So I thought, well, this year it's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. I'm not letting the winter blues beat me. I'm not letting any illnesses beat me. I'm going to stick my fingers up at it and say, well, I'm beating you instead. And I'm going to crack on. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And hopefully we'll have beautiful food and a beautiful space. And hopefully I'll be able to show myself that anything is possible with enough determination. So sorry if this has got personal, just a bit too personal for anybody else. But yeah, looking forward to the potato challenge. What I'll do is when I get home and post this, is find the link. If you see it in time, I think the last day to enter it is Friday. So whatever you're doing, I hope you have a fantastic week. Stay safe, everyone.